to share with you about the No Nut November challenge. This is the 2nd of November. Hopefully you did nut yesterday, and if you haven't, let's get going to understand what this month is going to do for you, how it's going to look like, and the benefits and accomplishments that you're going to achieve doing that. First of all, let's explain to you what the No Nut challenge, No Nut November challenge is. It basically is you, not at all, no ejaculation, none so ever in the entire month of November. That also, in my opinion, includes also not watching porn and also not touching yourself at all in order for you to be stimulated sexually down there. Okay, that's No Nut November for you. Other than that, who am I and why should you listen to me about this subject? Well, first of all, before I got married, I've been married for 11 years, but before I got married, I basically was voluntary celibate all the way up until marriage. Not only voluntary celibate, but I literally practiced semen retention for years up until the day I got married, and I was pretty much 22 and a half when I got married, okay? And after getting married, it was 2 years of just massive ejaculations, and then I figured out, why should I ejaculate at all? Like, I lived a better lifestyle before I got married, so let's try that for a while. And the last 9 years, I've basically pretty much gone without ejaculating, okay? So, obviously, you know, it happens at times, and relapses and stuff like that. But other than that, though, I've been living semen retention pretty much my entire life, except for those 2 first years of my marriage. So that's why you should be listening to me, because I've got massive experience on this subject. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and like in order for you to get more updates on this subject and also other masculinity type subjects. Having said that, the No Nut November challenge is intense in terms if you have never done this before, okay? If you've never gone 30 days without ejaculating since your puberty kicked in, you're going to struggle. This is going to be maybe one of the hardest things that you've ever done. And that's a good thing. You see, you want to learn how to become more disciplined in your life. If you manage to become disciplined in this arena, you will be able to be disciplined in every single other arena that you want to achieve in, okay? Whether that's getting a better body, whether that's getting women in the future, or whether that's also building businesses and creating success in your life. Because discipline is at the core of everything. You notice when you started out in your childhood, you were feminine. You had the exact same amount of testosterone as women do, or as girls do your age, between the age of 0 to 9 years old. Once you grew up and began to hit puberty, now your testosterone levels were massively, exponentially growing until you hit your peak in your puberty pretty much. You can continue to build up on your testosterone, but a lot of people don't know that. When you ejaculate, you basically let go of your testosterone. You let go of your manhood. That's gonna stop this month. The challenge really of life itself is to go from femininity towards masculinity. That's the end goal. The more masculine you become, the more you will get every single thing in your life that you desire. The more feminine you are, the more you're going to be in the moment, and the more you're going to be led by your emotions instead of you leading yourself with your mind, rationally moving towards the land of your dreams, and then having your emotions basically follow after, okay? Yes, you're gonna have emotions throughout your life, but the goal is to be able to control these emotions so that you can get what you want. Because very often it's only your emotions, only your limiting beliefs, your fears that is holding you back from the land of your dreams, right? So if we know this, No Nut November is a perfect challenge because it allows you for just 1 month, just 30 days, to see if you can pass that small manhood test, to see if you can get past those 30 days with no problems. A lot of guys are literally addicted to orgasm and ejaculating. That might be you. Do you know that 80% or more of men are addicted to porn and masturbating and orgasming today, okay? Literally, if everyone has a phone, and with this device, they're wasting amount of time, and they're also wasting away their ejaculations on nothing. And they end up losing ambition and losing motivation and are depressed and don't know why. Well, here, I believe, is the reason why. So if you want to be like everyone else, then don't try No Nut November. If you want to be important, unique, special in your own way, then try out No Nut November Challenge to see if you can do what very few men are able to do. Having said that, this is a challenge, meaning you're supposed to challenge other guys as well to participate in striving to keep themselves clean for that entire month. Okay? So you should be telling your friends about this and making sure that, hey, bro, I'm gonna kick your ass, bro. I'm gonna crush you. I'm gonna manage to do 30 days. You're probably gonna give up after 5, or you're not gonna even want to do it. You suck, right? And so you can basically tease them along and you know, and tell them to get started, or basically you're just gonna be the winner of the group. Okay, so get them started with it because it is a challenge, right? Since that, now I'm going to explain to you what actually happens during this 30-day frame. Because if you've never done it before, you're not going to know how it looks like. If you don't know how it looks like, no matter when it's just one small obstacle comes your way and you begin to have like, you know, you feel this pressure and you're just like, no, bro, I just need to release, man. I just need to release. I can't handle this anymore. The only reason why that happens is because you don't know what to expect. So I want to share with you today what to expect on your journey of those 30 days. Because then you're like, oh yeah, he told me, that dude on YouTube, he told me that this was gonna happen and this was gonna happen. And because I know that, now I'm prepared and I can actually succeed in those 30 days. Well, guess what's gonna happen in those 30 days? You're going to become more like a girl. Okay, so you're a man right now, you feel comfortable right now in your manhood, you feel comfortable ejaculating all the time, you feel comfortable watching porn, you feel comfortable being who you are. Well, guess what? You're now, as you go into this 30 days, you're now going to enter into your uncomfortability mode. You're now going to be a girl. You're literally going to be thinking like a girl and reacting like a girl and having emotions like a girl, and you're not going to be comfortable doing that, okay? This is important that you get through this because it's somewhat of it's almost like a detox, okay? From the crap that you've basically accumulated over time of emotional instability. We want you to become consistent with your emotions. Unless you succeed with NoFap, that's not going to happen. Right? So those 30 days, what's going to happen? You're basically going to have emotional issues. You're going to have anger issues. You're going to be annoyed with people. You're going to blow up at random times. You're just like, bro, this is not me. What's going on? Sometimes you basically will also feel bliss. You'll feel like, bro, man, life is amazing. And oh, wow, it's so nice to be with these people. Sometimes you're gonna feel like girls are a little bit more attracted to you. Sometimes you're gonna feel like you can bench more. Like there's gonna be things happening in both directions. You're gonna have positive things happening to you that gives you glimpses of what semen retention and NoFap has the potential of doing for you. And then you're gonna also feel the complete opposite of like crap. And like, I don't get what I'm doing. And your emotions are gonna be in control during those times. Do you see how you're basically going to be all over the place? And that's okay because that's what's normal. And the more emotionally all over the place you are, the more you're detoxing from your femininity. The easier No Nut November is for you, the more of a man you are. The more masculine you are and have been on your journey already. So that's good to know. Let me just put in my charger here. Having said that, now that you know how it works, you're now going to, after you've gone through those 30 days, you're going to feel as though this was maybe easy, this was maybe hard, but the interesting part is what happens after those 30 days. I know that this is the No Nut November challenge. It's only for November, right? Well, guess what? The people that believe that it's only for November, they miss out on the biggest gains that they could possibly get because they cut off their potential right in the middle of their detox. Okay, so this 30 days is like when crap, everything's happening at the same time, benefits, bad things, all that stuff. And then at the end of 30 days, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've seen the meme where basically this dude is like chopping against the wall in order for him to get the diamonds, right? And then one dude is like, you know, digging, and then he basically gets to the diamonds. And then there's another dude who's like below the surface and he's also digging, and then it didn't work out and he was like this far away from the diamonds and then he's basically have to go back. That's kind of how it is to do 30 days. Literally accomplishing it, you didn't get the diamonds, man. You didn't get past what you needed to get past in order for you to have only the benefits. Because the 30 days that you experience there in the beginning there of that journey is only in the beginning. All of the amazing benefits come past 60 days. And people who do No Nut November don't know that because they're not being told. They're just basically no ejaculation for 30 days and then they think that's it. And then they made it and they're like, I did it. Now I can ejaculate as much as I want. Well, guess what? You missed out, bro. Because you didn't know that once you get past 60 days, that's when the fun begins, right? So I'm going to share with you what that is. What is that fun and how does that work? Well, now we're getting into NoFap because NoFap is basically the 90-day rewiring of your brain. Did you know that your dopamine levels have been completely out of whack ever since you started watching porn and ejaculating? Your dopamine levels don't receive that much of a stimulation because they don't receive it anymore. So when like exciting things happen, because of the way that your brain has been warped over time, you don't receive the same amount of excitement and joy and happiness out of positive things that happen to you. When you rewire your brain and stay away from porn, masturbation, and orgasm, what will happen is that you will now rewire correctly so that your brain actually works optimally. And when it works optimally, then basically you'll have your dopamine receptors receive all of the positive things going on in nature, amongst people, and you're just gonna be happy all of the time for no reason. Simply because your dopamine receptors work. And that's one of the things that are huge benefit of you actually, getting out of the constant eternal depression that a lot of guys are in. It's only because of masturbation and porn. So if you manage to get out of that, man, life becomes happy again. Life becomes exciting. Life becomes joyful again. And you didn't even know what it was that caused that to happen. Well, now you know. A large majority of your problems happen because of the masturbation thing. And NoFap, the 90-day journey, helps you on that journey to become free from all that crap. And it rewires your brain exactly the way you want it to be. So, let's see. I wrote down some of the benefits. Bro, there's so much more. Okay, one of the things, you become more disciplined. I already mentioned that. You become more ambitious. Sometimes you I see these guys and they do so much, and achieve massive success, and I'm like just here chilling, and I don't really want to do what they do. Well, guess what? That's because you're ejaculating all the time. If you literally kept that thing in, you'd be massively ambitious, man. You'd be like, there'd be a fire in your. You want to do something. Like I want to build. I want to build an organization. I want to build a business. That's what happens when you're on semen retention. And you become motivated. Another thing, you become motivated, man. You have constant motivation. It's a drive. That's what our sexual energy was designed to do, to create motivation and drive, to do something in order for us to get a certain reward, right? But if you reward yourself too early, like 3 times a day, for example, why are you going to want to do anything to anyone or for anyone or even for yourself, right? There would be no purpose. Again, that's one of the benefits. Masculinity. You'll be more attractive to the opposite gender. That has to do with women though. Once you begin on the semen retention journey, women become of less of importance. That's a good thing, but eventually you'll have the desire to be with them, but it's just not that important on your success journey, which is great, okay? And then you'll also be more attracted. A lot of guys don't know that you'll be more attracted to girls. That's also a positive thing if you couple that with discipline, because then you don't waste it again and again and again. Another aspect is just your simple self-worth is going to increase. Your confidence is going to increase. You're going to be less stressed and anxious. You might actually get over some of your fears because you have more control over your thoughts, more control over your emotions, and that's why also over your behaviors. Less depression, more power, which is basically the ability to do. So those are some of the benefits that I just wrote down real quick, just so that you guys get an idea of what you're getting yourself into. The ultimate, however, is making this into a lifestyle. It's been a lifestyle for me for a long time now. I absolutely love this lifestyle. I'll never, ever go back. And if you understand how it works, it's kind of like your mind becomes expanded once you've done this journey for 3, 4, 5 months or whatever it is, and you know what's possible for you in terms of your potential and where you're going. Your mind will never go back to what it was. Once it's expanded, it's like, bro, I can never return to my normal lifestyle because I know the possibilities. That's what's going to happen to you. What happens now from day 30 to 60? That's important to know because it actually gets worse before it gets better. 30 days was up and down all over the place. 30 to 60 days is going to be the worst part of the journey. And this is basically when you lose all motivation. You lose all life spark. You don't have a desire to do anything. Then this is why it's important to have the correct habits during this time. And the reason why this happens is because your body now is creating the correct amount of sperm production based upon how much you're ejaculating. And since you're not ejaculating as often as you used to in the past, you don't have to become hypersexualized. So between 30 and 60 days, your body is like, oh, he's not ejaculating anymore. We got to stop the production, man. We got to optimize his systems here because it's not working very well. We're like pushing, we're driving him crazy. Okay, so we got to push back now and make sure we don't produce too much. That's what's going to happen. So your desire for sex or desire for ejaculation is actually going to go down. Is that a positive thing or a negative thing if you're trying to learn how to control yourself? It's a positive thing. Now, people would look at a flat line if they're experiencing this for the first time and have never gone through 60 days before. They'll be like, I don't feel anything. It's weird. I have a desire. But the desire's not there. Like, what is going wrong here? Like, you know what I mean? That's a good thing. And you just have to wait until you basically get to 40 to 45 days around there. Then basically it's going to kick up. It's going to go upwards. But the cool part is now that you have discipline to do it because you've done it for 45, 50 days, the discipline is going to be able to keep that desire that is rising in check the entire time. So once you get to 60 days, you still have the discipline, but you got your desire back. You've got your mojo back. You're getting fired up outside your brain about everything and everyone. You're just like, hey, whoa, what's up, bro? Man, I'm so fired up. I'm so excited. And people are like, what is that guy on? You're on semen retention. That's actually what happens. And once you're at day 60, it is crucial that you keep it until day 90 because 60 to 90 is basically cementing your new lifestyle. Now it's rewired. Now everything works optimally. Day 90, now you can continue for as long as you want beautifully. What are some warnings that I've got for you on this journey? Very important. Do not have sex. It's just ridiculous for you to try to have sex during this time frame because it's going to be, first of all, you're going to have premature ejaculation problems. But second of all, you don't want that to distract your journey in the first 30, 60, 90 days, in my opinion. If you've got a girlfriend, just get past 30 days, preferably 60 days. And then you can sign up on my channel, contact me, at Men of High Value on Instagram, and I'll share with you some thoughts about that. But if you don't have a girlfriend, fantastic. Then you can be voluntary celibate and just don't have sex with any random girls at all. Second of all, don't edge. I mentioned here in the beginning that you shouldn't be touching yourself. That's what edging is. It's basically you masturbating and then you don't finish yourself off. The reason why this is a problem is because you're actually speeding up the sperm production. That's like the opposite thing of what we're trying to do here, because you're trying to get into control of yourself and your desires. And if you edge, you're basically making it so that it's more likely that you'll be out of control. You're like building up the exponential growth curve, and then you like stop it and it's like, no, I'm not gonna do it now. And you think that it's over. No, because you're gonna be horny for the next 3 or 4 days because you didn't finish it off, right? So just don't edge at all and don't have sex at all. That's the warning sign. Because if you do, you're gonna have blue balls. You're gonna have anyway in the first 30 days. But you're going to like suffer more, and it's unnecessary. And you're gonna want to quit and want to give it up. Okay, so that's some of the warning signs. Anything else than that? I pretty much said a lot. Now I'm gonna give it up since it's been 20 minutes. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like if you thought that this was wonderful and awesome. And share this message with as many people as possible, because hey, the world might become a better place if men kick it up a notch in terms of motivation, ambition, and wanting to serve other people in order for them to be massively rewarded in return. Let's see if there are some questions, and if there are, and if they're not, let's write some more, guys. Let's see. Is this really live? Of course it's live, bro. I'm live. Let's see. Challenge accepted. Awesome. Yo, sup, dude? Sup, yo? I'm 30 days plus. On the 19th, I'll be 60 days. Bro, road to greatness. Congratulations. What are you talking about, dude? I'm on week 3. Had 2 times sex, but no ejaculation. Bro, good luck. We're going to see how long you last, man, but we'll never find out, will we? This is a great talk. Awesome. Again, seriously, don't have sex. That's what I recommend. Because if you do, hey, you might get into problems. But also check out my other video called Casual Sex for Women is Russian Roulette for Them. Other than that, I'll see you guys